What's up, YouTube? How you doing? Hope you're doing amazing. Welcome, everybody. This is episode number 117 of the Luke Mind Power Show. It's a blessing to be alive. It's a blessing to keep taking action. It's a blessing to give you some more energy, more positive vibes, more love, and more inspiration as we continue to move forward in our lives every single day. This is what it's all about. It's about perseverance. It's about living your dreams. It's about becoming more aware of what is really slowing you down and stopping you. So I hope that over the next 20, 30, 40 minutes, however long this episode goes for, that you grow a little bit more in terms of your self-awareness, in terms of you stepping more into your power, your truth, and your authenticity. Because it's kind of it's kind of sucky in a way. I was going to say sucks that we have been kind of programmed and conditioned in such a way to kind of not live our best life. Where we're limiting ourselves a lot because of our cultural conditioning, because of how we've been raised, because of the environments that we've grown up in. Shout out to everyone on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube that's tuning in right now. I hope you're having an amazing day. But I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I even put a post on my story yesterday on Instagram, and I was peeling an onion. And I also read a book, not all of the book, but when I was living in Chicago, my cousin had a book and it was called The Blank Slate. And if you think about this concept of understanding that when you were born, you were, what were you, pure consciousness? Like you had no information in your mind. So you had no awareness or belief system or anything. Like you were just love, let's say, right? And so as soon as you start to grow up, they say the first 7 years of your life is when your mind is the most malleable, sensitive, and you are programmed. 85% of your subconscious mind is programmed from 0 to 7. So if you think about that, that means that you have no control, really, because it's up to your parents. It's up to your environment, how you're raised, how you develop, the information that goes into your mind, the experiences that you experience, that you go through, they shape you. So the question really is, because you don't have a choice of who you become because of the family that you are brought up in, are you really who you think you are? And this is the challenge, because like yesterday when I was peeling that onion, I was like, yeah, this is the truth of peeling back the layers of conditioning and programming and belief systems and everything that the world wants you to be. And when I say the world, I say that means your family, your friends, people around you, social media, everything. So this is you stepping into awareness of like, yeah, am I really who I think I am? Or have I just been programmed that way? Is it just the fact that I was raised into this culture? I was raised into this kind of family belief system, and that's not my truth. That's what my parents, that's what my ancestors believed in, right? So it's like, well, who are you then if you were to take all that away? And that's why I say, when you start to pay attention to that and you start to say, well, hang on a second. Yeah, my parents' truth and their belief system doesn't necessarily mean that that's actually mine as well. And when you start to look at that and go, yeah, okay, just because I was brought up in this religion, for example, doesn't mean that that's what I need to believe in. So this is really a challenging concept to fathom and to understand and appreciate, because one of the hardest things I know in my journey is to go against the teachings or the beliefs or the cultural expectations of your family, your friends, and the people that you love. And this is, again, it comes down to fear. It comes down to judgment. It comes down to worrying about what people think of you. because you start to go in a different direction. You start to kind of believe in yourself. You start to wake up to your greatness. You start to wake up to your true essence of who it is that you really, really are. And that's kind of what I've had to push and break through constantly in my life, in my families, in people around me, my friends, is to try to figure out what is my truth. Who am I? Why am I here? What is the real reason for my existence? Am I really living at my truth, or am I living a lie? Am I living my dreams, or am I living my fears? And this is what this episode is really about: is are you living your dreams, or are you living your fears? And in order for us to live our dreams, we have to overcome the fears. And so you want to ask yourself that question: what is that fear for you today? What are you dealing with right now? Or what's blocking you? What's slowing you down? What's in your way? What's weighing you down? What's heavy on you that you know that doesn't feel right for you right now? Like, what is that? Is it an unhealthy relationship? Is it a job? What is that fear? There's something there that's holding you back, that's kind of like slowing you down. And is it the perception of others? Because remember, most of the time we create the story. That next level of life, most of the time, is on the other side of that story that you keep telling yourself as to why you can't have it. You're most of the time, pretty much all the time, you are your own worst enemy. You are in your way. And it's like you against you, because you care a lot, and we attach ourselves to these belief systems, or worrying about what other people think of us. If we go against them, if we go against their belief system or their teachings or how they were raised, because that's how we were raised. So we've conformed. That's why I say you're not here to conform. You're here to create. You're here to be your true self. You're here to do what's right for you. You're here to love yourself. And that's why when you do love yourself, you love yourself enough to do what's right for you, even when people judge you, even when people look down on you, even when people talk shit about you. You still keep going in the right direction because you love you. And when you, love is the key. It's the power. It's the source of energy that helps you to continue to forge forth, to continue to move north, regardless of what anyone thinks of you. Because remember that not everyone can understand you. Some people can hear you because they're on a specific frequency or vibration, but not everyone can. And it's very hard for people to fathom your imagination, your mindset, your thought process, your feelings, your emotions. You think about that. No one's in your body. So as much as you want to help people understand what you want to do in your life or which direction you want to go in, it's very hard for them to get it. So think about that today, about what is it that's really stopping you. Is it the fact that you've invested so much time into a relationship, into building something that you believed was going to make you happy and give you fulfillment and make you feel content, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a business, or whether it's a job or a career? And now you've come to realize that, wow, there's actually something missing. I'm not actually healthy. I'm not happy. I'm not fulfilled. I thought this was the right way. And so majority of the time what happens is, because we've invested so much time into that thing in our life that we believed was going to give us that fulfillment, we now are trapped. And we feel as if like, wow, how do I get out of it? Like, how do I speak my truth? How do I remove myself? How do I go in a different direction? I can't. I've invested so much time. It's like you've got this emotional attachment as well to that thing, relationship, work, what career, business, whatever it is that you've built. But the truth of it is that, yeah, there's a fear there of change, because what it is you're in your comfort zone. But there's also a fear of people judging you. There's also a fear of maybe your partner or someone, whether it's a relationship or business, that is going to judge you and say, what do you mean you want to change? You've worked so hard on this. We've worked so hard on this. You can't just leave. And, you want to be very mindful of your time, your existence, and using your time in the best possible way, because the more that you waste of it, the more you can't get back. And time is just one of the most expensive assets that you can have, but you can't pay for it. And this is just another reminder for you that time doesn't give a shit about you. It's going to keep going and going and going, and you're going to keep wasting your life living in your fears, staying in your comfort zone, when really deep down there's something else in there within you that you know that, wow, is this the reason why I'm having these depressive episodes? Is this the reason why I'm feeling a lot more anxious lately? Because of what I've created thus far? Is this the reason? Or is there something else? Because most of the time, that's one of the reasons why we actually are unhappy, because of the environment that we're in, because of what we've built so far that we can't let go of, because it hurts. Change is uncomfortable. But again, you want to think about it. How much more time am I willing to invest in something that's unhealthy, that's draining me, that's giving me depressive episodes? How much more time? Or am I willing to actually step up and face my fears? Because on the other side of fear is fulfillment, right? On the other side of fear is new possibilities. On the other side of fear is confidence. So you want to continue to become aware of your fears, because life is really short. Time does continue to tick and tick and tick, and what you do with that time matters. So I hope that this gives you that extra self-awareness to go, okay, yeah, all right, I've been in this relationship or thing, whatever it is for you, for the last 3 years, and I've been feeling a specific type of way. And maybe I am in my own way. Maybe I'm bullshitting myself. Maybe I know deep down that this is something that I actually have to let go of. And this is what's really hurting me. I'm afraid. And you have the power to become very self-aware of your truth, because the truth will set you free. But this is where your fear comes into the play. Your mind is constantly creating stories, scenarios as to what might happen, what people will think. Okay. And that's why self love is so important. Because when you love yourself fully, truthfully, deeply, and you have a strong relationship with yourself, you start to do what's right for you without feeling guilty for doing so. And even when you do feel guilty, you stop, you reflect, you digest what's going on in your life, and you say, well, you know what? Okay, maybe this is going to hurt someone's feelings. Maybe someone's not going to understand or appreciate me for the decisions that I'm making. But I love me so much that I'm going to do this for me, because I know me better than anyone. It's amazing how we lack that confidence, that self-esteem, and then we basically lower ourselves for other people's satisfaction. I think it's incredible that we actually allow that. That's bullshit. To lower ourselves, to dim our light, to conform to other people's expectations, ideologies, beliefs, because they want us to be that way. That's bullshit. This is your opportunity. This is your life. And you have every right to live your dreams, not your fears. And it's true, when you face your fears, when you start to do things that are a little bit uncomfortable, you build momentum, you build a little bit of confidence. You like, wow, okay, I did that, I overcame that. I started speaking my truth. I started sharing stuff that I've never shared before. And that's why I say, like, on the other side of that conversation that's stopping you, blocking you, that narrative in your mind, there's liberation. It's like, wow, the more we do, the more we can do. Right? It's taking that action, that uncomfortable action, and saying, well, step out in faith. Like, believe in yourself a little bit more. Believe in yourself. Don't wait for someone else to believe in you. You do it right now. Believe in yourself just a little bit more and say yes. Say yes to life. Say, yes, I give myself permission. I give myself permission to show up. I give myself permission to believe that I'm enough, that I'm extraordinary, that I'm powerful, that I'll never give up on me, that I'm the captain of my destiny. Shout out to my whiteboard that's behind me that has my affirmations. I just read them. I was like, that's hectic. I love it. Live your dreams, not your fears. And the more that you live your dreams, the more that you continuously become conscious of your self-doubt, of your negative mental chatter, of that narrative, of that subconscious programming that was instilled into you because of all of your adverse experiences in your life. And that helps you to continue to persevere, to show up, to not give up. Hey, we're going to make mistakes. Fail forward, fall forward, keep moving forward. Everything is a lesson. The lesson will keep showing up until you learn it. And sometimes we need to spend a few years making the same fucking mistake because it doesn't hurt enough. Sometimes we got to feel that pain a little bit more until it hurts enough for us to go, okay, all right. This is on repeat. I'm in this cyclical race where I'm not winning. I'm going around in circles, and I'm getting the same result. And it's the truth, man. For things to change, you got to change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. What you allow will persist. What you are not changing, you are choosing. Everything you want is on the other side of action. Step into that fire of loving yourself, because it won't burn you. It will just burn what you are not. And that's what you're here to do, is to become your true, authentic self, to step into your power and to live your dreams, not your fears. Because there's no benefit of your fears controlling your life. You're not gaining anything from it. You're just gaining more suffering. And you didn't come here to suffer. You came here to thrive. You came here to succeed. You came here to live your full potential. You didn't come here to listen to people who don't believe in your success, your dreams, your imaginations, what you want to achieve. That's not what you came here for. You came here to exercise your right to believe in yourself, to stand up for your truth, to do what's right for you. That's what you're here for. And I'm just here to remind you, because I've had to remind me every single day. I've had to continue to tell me that I love me. I've had to continue to believe in me. I've had to continue to talk to me, to build myself up, to sell myself on myself, so that now I can continue to spread the word, the power, the inspiration, the motivation, so that you can wake up to your greatness, so that you can start to live your dreams, so that you can start to speak your truth, so that you can see the power in words, the power in your expression, the power in your essence. That's who you are. You're here to speak your truth and make your dreams come true. And when you understand there's so much power in your words, because whatever you say, it will come true. Everything that I speak is becoming my reality. So when I say I'm here to change the world, I'm living and breathing it. When I say that eventually the Luke Mind Power Show will be the #1 podcast in the world, it will come true. Eventually, when I say that I'm going to have one of the biggest personal development and transformational companies in the world, I'm going to help millions of people become successful, I'm going to do that. When I say that I'm going to have events called the Dream Chasers and retreats all around the world, conferences, dance parties, I'm going to do that. Why? Because I'm speaking it. I'm living it. I'm breathing it. And I believe in it, because everything that you believe in will come true. Perseverance. Love yourself enough to show up for you. To not allow fear to control you. There is no benefit of it. To not allow your family, your friends, people in your proximity to define your limits. This life is unlimited. And when you build that strong relationship with yourself, you become unbreakable, unshakable, unstoppable. So show up a little bit more for yourself today. Become a little bit more self-aware. Become a little bit more intentional in exercising your right to live your dreams, not your fears. Yes, your mind is primitive. It's designed to keep you safe. It will save you from a fly that's about to go into your eye or a bee. It'll have that instant reaction of, oh shit, something's there, right? And that's powerful because that's what it's designed to do. And that's great. Remember that anything that's unfamiliar, uncommon, hasn't experienced before, the mind will create analogies, stories to make you feel insecure. Like, oh shit, I haven't done this before. This is uncomfortable. And so it's you being conscious enough to understand that and go, okay, I'm going to do what's uncomfortable until I get comfortable. The more I do it, repetition is the mother of skill. But naturally, your mind will continue to make you feel, especially when you're going to be doing something that you're not used to doing, it's going to make you feel like you're scared. It's going to give you stories and reasons as to why you shouldn't do it. And that's why it's important to have that motivation, to have that self-awareness, to have that inspiration, to listen to podcasts, to tune into stuff that's going to motivate you, empower you. And it's something you have to do every day. You know, motivation is like bathing, right? It's like having a shower. You have a shower every day. It washes off, you get dirty again or whatever, and you do it every single day. And it's amazing. I still listen to Les Brown, Tony Robbins, and Dean Graziosi, and Trent Shelton, and Lewis Howes, and Tom Bilyeu, and Mel Robbins, and other speakers, Oprah. And I hear stuff, Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn. I hear their speeches and what they talk about, David Goggins. I hear it and it's inspirational. It's motivational. It wakes me up a little bit more. It's like, yeah, that's fucking true. Like, yes, go do it. Keep going. You know, I exercise that as well. Don't think that just because I'm speaking and motivating and doing my podcast and everything like that, that I'm always motivated. No, I'm tuning in as well. I'm always investing in myself. The biggest investment you can make in your life is in you. The most important relationship that you must have in your life is in yourself, with yourself. Have your own back, be your own cheerleader, be your own best friend, be your own superhero. Show up for you and say, hey, I'm going to take full responsibility of my life. I ain't waiting for no handouts. I ain't waiting for someone to give me success. I ain't waiting for someone to do what's right for me. I ain't waiting for someone to help me. I ain't waiting for someone to fix me. I ain't waiting for someone to heal me. No one's fucking coming. No one's coming. This is up to you to say, hey, you know what? All right, I'm going to make the best of my life. I'm going to make the rest of my life the best of my life. I'm going to get in the driver's seat. I'm going to start facing my fears. I'm going to start building self-confidence. I'm going to start loving myself a little bit more. I'm going to start appreciating myself a little bit more. This is not about being selfish. Some people say that, loving yourself is selfish. I say that loving yourself is the secret to success. Filling yourself up, having your own back. I say loving yourself is the means to all healing. I say loving yourself is taking responsibility of what you may have experienced in the past and saying, you know what? Okay, I can't change the past, but you know what? I'm in control. I am the artist of my life and I hold the paintbrush and I can heal. I can fix me. I can change my environment. I can start changing the way I think. I can start believing in myself a little bit more. I could start listening to podcasts or YouTube videos that are very inspirational and uplifting. I can start to be mindful of the conversations that I'm having with people. I can start learning more about my triggers and why I react the way that I react. I can start paying attention to more of when I have depressive experiences. Notice that I don't say I have depression or you have depression or I have clinical depression, all this bullshit. Remember, labels are a load of shit. People tell us that we have these fucking diseases or whatever it is, and it's a program. Okay, be mindful of what these therapists diagnose you with, because everything that you say, your mind believes it. Pay attention, people. So instead of saying that I have depression, say I'm having a depressive experience, right? Instead of saying I have anxiety, I suffer with anxiety, say I'm having an anxious experience. It's part of being human. But the more that you continue to tell yourself that I am this and I am that and I have this, guess what your mind is listening to? It's fucking programming you to believe that this is what you are, and you become what you believe you are. Powerful shit, man. Powerful shit. And that's why your body heals itself. Your body is always listening to you. Your body's always talking to you. So what are you feeding it with? What kind of vibration are you on? Because the higher vibration you are, the more positive you are, the more happier you are, the more content you are. Your body thrives off it being happy because it's a positive vibration. But if you're constantly in a state of dis-ease, negative, low vibration, guess what? Your body can only sustain that for a certain amount of time until it reacts. And then you get diseases because your body is saying, fuck you, I can't deal with this shit anymore. Now I'm sick. Just be mindful what you're saying. And that's why positivity is a superpower. That's why being grateful and stepping into a grateful mindset is where you're going to change the game. Focus on all the things that you do have, not the things that you don't. And you'll end up having so much more. Be mindful of what you consume. The world is really very dark. And the more that you pay attention to what's happening around the world, the more that you lose yourself out of your present moment because you're focusing on shit that you can't control. Spend more time in nature, disconnect to reconnect. Disconnect from the world and reconnect with your spirit, your essence. Be okay with being alone. Be okay with being with your own thoughts. Don't be afraid of your mind. It's just thoughts. Be more conscious. Create a new story. Create a new narrative. Speak really positively to yourself. Empower yourself. I know that at the beginning, when you may practice affirmations or speaking to yourself, communicating with yourself in a really positive way, that sometimes you're going to start and you're not going to believe it. It's not going to feel like it's true. Your mind is going to say, what the fuck are you talking about? That's bullshit. You're not strong. You're not powerful. You're not extraordinary. You're not brilliant. You're not inspirational. You're not intelligent. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're never going to live your dreams. You're never going to have a healthy, happy relationship. You're never going to attract the right partner. You're never going to have a family. You're never going to be successful. That's what your mind will tell you. But you have to practice consistency, repetition, right? Just like you have been programmed and conditioned in a certain way over your whole existence right now, your mind is programmed in a specific way because of the information and experiences that you've taken on from your whole life. So imagine you started to change that shit right now. Imagine you started to be more intentional and focused on yourself, on reprogramming your mind and saying, hey, I'm going to take my power back. I'm going to reprogram. I'm going to give it a new system. I'm going to get rid of the virus that I'm living in right now. I'm going to reprogram, rewire that. I'm going to create those new neural networks and pathways in my mind. Understand that your mind is malleable and you can change it. And it takes consistency, it takes time, it takes repetition, it takes showing up, it takes being self-aware. Oh shit, there's another negative pattern. There's another negative conversation. Hang on, let me ask myself a question. Is that true? I'm not enough. Is that true? Who gets to define that? You or your subconscious programming, you or your negative experiences in the past, you or that shit relationship that you had 4 years ago where that person kept telling you that you were not enough, that you were never going to be happy without them. So be mindful of your thoughts, because through your own action, through your own words, you can change the way you think, the way you live, and your direction of your life. And it all comes down to you. Everything starts with you. But one of the most powerful things that, I've definitely learned over the last few weeks or months was how powerful your words are, and how amazing it is to realize that what you speak actually comes true. Like your words, the word, right? In the beginning, there was the word, and the word was God. So you have that God within you. You are that God, and you are in full control of your dreams, your destiny. Get in that captain's seat and start flying your plane, and stop allowing other people, stop allowing fear, self-doubt, that bullshit story to control you. You're better than that. You're stronger than that. You've come through a lot already in your life. And this is just your little reminder that you have something special, that you have greatness within you. And as long as you continue to surround yourself with positive energy, positive people, uplifting energy, inspirational information, people like myself, stay close, because all I'm going to make you do is believe in yourself. If you continue to listen to this podcast, if you continue to watch my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitch, if you continue to surround yourself with me, I'm going to brainwash the shit out of you to believe in yourself, to live your dreams, not your fears, to keep taking action, to keep loving yourself. That's what I'm going to do. That's my purpose here. Because as I'm going to continue to expand, grow, transform my life, live my dreams, live my best life, you're just going to be inspired by that. And that's going to open up possibilities, doors, opportunities for you to grow even more. Just like how I get inspired by other people around the world that I follow, that I listen to. Right. And sometimes when you see someone coming from the ground up, like myself, and I was like working for a government department for 9.5 years. I was a driving examiner. I was a chauffeur driver. And I decided that that was really not who I truly am. I decided that in 20 years' time, do I really want to be doing that? Is that who I truly am? And I was like, no way. That's not who I am. There's something greater in me. There's something more. I just didn't know what it was. But I had to take some risks. And the risk that you're afraid to take, it will fucking set you free. It will change your life, that risk. So I took some risks. And a couple of years later, I'm a completely different person. I didn't need to kill that version of myself because he was doing his best. He's amazing. He was a hustler, like he was hardcore, right? But for things to change, I needed to change. I needed to change my environment. I needed to change the people around me. I needed to change the drugs that I was using. Now I'm on a natural high, natural drug, air, water. I'm not perfect though. I like having a drink every now and then. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. I enjoy having a few drinks. But you got to change for things to change. That's the truth. And you got this choice to realize that, okay, I can be my own worst enemy, or I can decide to believe in myself, have that faith in myself, continue to follow inspirational people, and be mindful of what I consume, what I put into my mind, because you are what you consume. You are what you say. I mean, there's so many different areas of personal development, personal transformation, self-awareness, self-actualization, self-inquiry, self-discovery. There's so many areas. Protect your energy. It's not easy to be so conscious and like aware of, hey, how do I function at my optimum level so that I can get the most out of my day, out of my week? It's not easy, especially when you're dealing with people, especially when you're dealing with this world that we're living in right now. It is not easy, okay? So it's not about striving for perfection, because we're not perfect, but we can grow and learn and become a little bit better every single day. Guys, it's been a blessing. I'm looking forward to the rest of this day. I'm going to smash it. I'm looking forward to connecting with a few of my clients. And I just want you to know that I believe in you. I love you. You're amazing. I appreciate you. I know that from today onwards, you're going to start living a little bit more of your dreams and not your fears. I know that you're going to be a bit more intentional with the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you show up for yourself. And I know that there's something in you that is so powerful that you just haven't discovered yet. And I'm going to keep reminding you. I'm going to keep showing up for you. I'm going to help you to continue to move forward in the best possible way in your life. Because I know that you're here for a greater purpose. I know that you're not just here to be limited by your negative experiences or whatever you went through in your previous marriages, relationships. There's something bigger in you. There's a deeper power within you. And I'm just going to help you continue to exercise that muscle of getting out of your comfort zone and believing in yourself just a little bit more every single day, because it's the small steps that count. It's that one day at a time. It's failing forward. It's learning from every failure. It's getting up when you're down. Fail forward, fail often, fall forward, and keep moving. If you haven't joined the Dream Chasers Facebook group, the link is in the description in the show notes. You can also find the link on my Instagram profile or TikTok profile. The Dream Chasers is my private community on Facebook. There's some extraordinary, everyone in there is extraordinary. And it's a very positive, empowering community. So if you haven't joined the Dream Chasers, click the link in my profile. I look forward to seeing you inside the Dream Chasers Facebook group. And also, if you use Twitch, you can follow me on Twitch, because I'm going to be streaming on there very, very soon. So I look forward to producing a lot of amazing content on that platform as well. So without further ado, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I hope that you are full and you can go and smash your day and go and believe in yourself a little bit more, because you're amazing. I'm proud of you. Keep taking action. Keep believing in yourself. Keep showing up. And I look forward to speaking with you again on episode number 118. Remember that loving yourself is the key, is the most important thing to do, is to really love yourself, honor yourself, be gentle and kind with yourself, especially if you're trying to move out of your comfort zone and speak your truth. Be okay with making mistakes. Be okay with not being perfect. Don't judge yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. You've been through a lot. But love yourself just a little bit more today, because love is the key and love will set you free. I'll talk to you soon, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Take care. Bye.